Hey, what's up? I have, many of you know I have the Arizer Solo 3. Bought that over the Lobo or whatever that is. It was their website. It was very confusing when I almost bought that other device. But it said recommended. I didn't know what the hell I was buying, and all of a sudden my cart has 50 million pieces in and fucking $10,000. I'm like, what the hell? So I researched more on this and decided on the Arizer 3. There's a third party company that comes with this. Now, I just smoked that, but before that, I washed this out about a week ago. I don't know how much you can see. There's gonna be, let me try and get this white over here off this web page. That might help a little bit. I don't know how much you can. But next to them beads, you can see water up against the glass. And if I go, I can take a piece of paper. Okay. I can take this here. This is, see no splatters. I don't know how many you will. I did this earlier and got a couple of them. Let me get this page back up here. I don't know if there's anything come out about it or not. A little bit, one little dot, but I did it earlier and got like 10 drops out of it. It holds it. I mean, I can see it. The beads are tight up against the glass. So if it's restricting that, you're not going to get good airflow, in my opinion. And it seems like I don't really get a good hit off the riser. I had it turned up like way up there. The flower come out like chocolate. I thought that's the way ABV should look, but yet every video I see is brown, like a medium brown. I just turned it down quite a bit. I'm still getting dark flower out of it. And you're not really getting a good hit out of it. You're getting some taste. I mean, you still get the effects of the flower. But I just wanted to put that out there. What worries me is you wash this out with alcohol or soak in isopropyl alcohol. Is that alcohol going to stay in there? Is it going to catch fire in your face? I don't know. Is it going to be good for you, whatever's in there? But then I think about it, you're bubbling it through this too when you put water in this. But I think you should be able, at least this here I can rinse out and make sure all the alcohol's out and everything else. This here, you don't know what's trapped in there. There's moisture in there no matter what you do to it. You can't get it out. It's been sitting that way for a week. Upside down. I changed directions a couple times on the fucking thing. I'm going to get the ooze trigger out. I mean, there's a reason why I'm using this. I haven't had the ooze trigger in ever since I got this. But I'm going to do a comparison now that I've been smoking a little more. The ooze trigger may be just perfectly fine. But I thought it was harsh before, I believe. And I'd rather have had that. Yeah, I'd rather have had that Arizer Solo 3 or whatever the hell it is. So I'm playing around with the original stem that come with it now, and this. I just bought 2 more of these. Because you go through them so quick, there's not much in here. There's really not. This may be slightly healthier, but after doing a couple bowlfuls through my pipe with a ball vape, I mean, the fucking thing was still dirty and the shit's still going in your lungs. So can vaping be really that much more health? I mean, it's I'm sure it's not as evil for your lungs, but you're still getting shit in your lungs. And is any of this shit organic? Were they spraying on it? So you might as well grow your own medicine and learn about that too. If you got younger people around, show them so they'll know when they get older. If you start perfecting something, I mean, they won't listen to you anyway, but you know how it is. But they may pick up a tip or two and try something. It may help them, may not by then. How they'll have robots that'll fucking light it up and smoke it for you and blow it in your face. And the ABV that comes out of here is always dark, very dark, chocolate-like. But yet all the videos I see, ABV should be like a brown. This come out of my ball vape, and even that's probably a little darker than what a lot of people get, but that should still be okay for ABV from what little bit I know. I never made canna butter yet with ABV, but I'm going to. And then I'm going to make chocolate chip brownie cookies. Or try to. But I'm not mixing the crap that comes out of here into that. I guess you could still get some out of here, but it's going to be really bitter, from my understanding. So I don't know if it should be mud colored or chocolate covered. I mean dark chocolate colored, or should it be a speckled medium brown and dark mix, like a roasted colored? and not a burnt color. From what I read, when it's that dark, it's going to be very bitter and no good, really. So why is a dry herb vape doing putting that out there? I don't know. I do have the Ruby Twist right here. I had them for almost a year before I kept them aside of me now. And I got the wireless one hit wonder, which I use this. I don't use the Ruby Twist. And I have the kit to make it like the one hit wonder. You know, all these talking heads said, oh, the Ruby Twist is good. It has this twisting motion. It's really good. Now they come out with a regular, to make it a regular ball vape that you can take that out. I don't know why they just didn't put this on the coil. Same different. I guess that's what they did. And it's all overpriced shit, garbage. I think this big handle with the little pot handle, because your hand's here and that little handle's up here, you gotta be careful. I think that's a little dangerous. Versus this little handle and this. See where my hand is? My finger? I can't keep it back here because then I'll lose this. Don't like that. Oh, check out the website. Coming along pretty good. You can analyze, compare. Tells my story. I did this just to analyze and compare. And then I went on to all this. Because I had problems with this. You know, I heard cannabis and it's like scientific name. Okay, what does that exactly that mean? I thought, well, is that just vapes or is that just concentrates or what? To me, the word cannabis seems like $1 million word. You know, only richy or uppy class people use that term, but it's becoming more and more of an everyday term. You know, I'm finally getting it through. That's the same thing as weed, pot, bud, whatever. And all this comes from the flower plant. Okay, vape cartridges, but what is a vape cartridge? So anyway, it's pretty neat. We don't collect privacy information. We never will. After I did a lot of work to the site, for when you come over here, there might be a little bit of money to be made from dispensaries advertising on here. It wouldn't be much. I don't know why. There we go. I think it goes from the center of the state. So they could highlight this card or, put a border around it and link to their website. They could change this card or whatever. Or maybe put a banner on one of these pages, like down in here or something, or in here. But we don't have to collect your information. We're eventually going to try and get your zip code to try and get a better location, but we can get it from the general location from the server. I don't even know if we'd be able to sell that information or not. But we could research the zip code and not the zip code, but the area that the server's connected to. Try and research and update the directory to know the more popular areas first. As far as devices or whatever, I think I'll have like a 3 or websites, like a green, red, or yellow, like caution, like Ooze with their bogus shipping charge. But yeah, I like their products, but you could get it from Daily High Club cheaper. But then some of the products, but then the Daily High Club had problems with that, joining their membership to get free shipping, and it's not free shipping with the subscription boxes, but they don't tell you that. In Planet of the Vapes, I do have a big problem with their advertising, so-called fake sales. What I call fake sale. And there's other websites that have them bogus shipping charges, but Ooze puts it in your shopping cart, makes you pay for it, and you got to try and figure out how to get it out of there. They just sneak it right in there. And to me, that's a bunch of bullshit. And it should be to you too. But I believe Ooze does have a place because they're making cheap products and they work. Like the Ooze trigger versus the Dr. Dabber switch to. Go for the Ooze trigger. The Dr. Dabber is only switch to is only 20-30% better. And it's how you buy what? 4? You buy 5 of them Ooze triggers for one Dr. Dabber switch to. It's not worth it. Now, if you spend another $150 or so and buy a third-party piece of glass for the Dr. Dabber switch to, that makes a world of difference on it. But then you're up to, almost 15 times. You almost buy, not 15, what am I saying? 8 ooze triggers versus one Dr. Dabber Switch 2 and the piece of glass. So you got to weigh how much you want to dab if it's worth it. But stock Dr. Dabber Switch 2 versus ooze trigger, stay with the ooze trigger all day long. It's not the experience. It's not that much difference to pay that much of a premium. So, and honestly, for what this costs versus that one thing from the Dr. Dabber, because I can grow into an e-nail with this one hit wonder, wireless one hit wonder, or whatever, for a total around $500 with the Swiss perk. I'd have to get another. I do have an RBR from GG Glass. That's where that come from. I guess it's supposed to be the premier rig to do concentrates out of dabbing. That's too big. They make a miniature version of that for dabbing. I guess that would be okay. But yeah, I just want to give you a warning about this here. So you can still see that liquid in there up against the balls that are tied up against the glass. I don't know if the balls move. Now that one just moved, but it's keeping its liquid there or putting it down on another one. Maybe you shake it. Maybe they wear down a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, it's all wet in there. That's moisture, without a doubt. Right there might be a little one you can see. I don't know if that helps or not, but trust me, there's moisture that's trapped in there. Now, this did not come with the Arizer Solo 3. That's a third-party stem that people are selling for $20-some. Stay away from it. So there you go. If you didn't, please go ahead and visit and share the website. So we're not collecting no personal information. The only closest thing to you is the location of your server, and it could be thousands of miles away, especially if you're behind a VPN. And it's just to, put more dispensaries in or whatever. Or maybe we could sell the information. Hey, there's people in the Los Angeles area looking for these terps this week. It's the most popular search, or this month. They want energy. Now they want sleep 6 months later. I don't know if that'd be good to the growers or dispensaries so they can plan ahead of time. We see a growing trend for, appetite. People searching for appetite. But all dispensaries should have a certificate of analysis that you can see with their products. Don't be afraid to ask for it. If you're in a dispensary, don't be afraid to spend 2 hours there if you need to. Know what you're buying. It's your money. and terpenes does have an effect on THC. Some will can diminish it. Some will have no effect, and some can embellish it. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. You all have a good one, and take care, and behave. And 3 bowls a day keeps the doctor away. Hopefully they're smaller bowls, not giant ass bowls. Especially now that I'm slowly learning how to do the Swiss perk. That thing hits good. I'm sure I have a lot to learn on it yet. But I'm getting there. And so are you.